While the increasing acceptance of the channel's eyewitness platform by viewers is a demonstration of improving news coverage. From the pictures sent in, the necessary authorities are able to key in and engage in ensuring the necessary changes are made. This has led to a successful partnership between viewers and the station. Our correspondent, Oluwa Shonibare, reports on how pictures sent in by you, our viewer, is improving the way news is told.
Welcome to the world of images, where photographers are inspired to become more than just picture takers. They are inspired to become powerful picture superheroes. This image shows a flooded area of the newly constructed Benin Airport in Edo State being mopped after a downpour. This definitely calls for the attention of the authorities concerned. There has been a flood of pictures on accidents on the nation's highways, which is an indictment on the authorities. Protection of lives should be made top priority. These photos of gridlock are an aftermath of the bomb blast in the Yanya area of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Certainly not the best of commuting times. When Channels Television aired this photo of a refuge site on the streets of Abia State, the government promptly set to work to clean all dump sites, although not without claim of sabotage.
There are challenges, and at the summit of that challenge is that people now pay people to carry garbage and place somewhere and take photographs of that garbage. And the example is what we are going to see now. So it's not only that people are not cooperating, people are deliberately sabotaging what we are doing now.
For every picture you send to the channel's eyewitness platform, you can be sure of becoming a part of a network of change. Oluwa Shonibare, Channels Television News.
Hello and welcome to Business News on the News at 10. The listing of more South African-based companies on the Nigerian Stock Exchange will boost the already growing business relationship between both countries. The Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Ms. Aruma Ote, said this yesterday during a Thanksgiving ceremony to celebrate South Africa's 20 years of democracy. Ms. Ote believes this positive relationship will not only benefit both countries, but the African continent as well.
The Nigerian Stock Exchange has a great relationship with the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, and we've worked together since 2010. And you can see that our markets are developing, the South African markets are developing, and we believe that it's a great example. Businesses in South Africa are doing very well in Nigeria. We hope that they will list, particularly MTN, and other telecom companies, and also other South African companies. But the partnership is growing, and Africa is benefiting from it. I mean, when the two big brothers do the right thing, others emulate them.
Meanwhile, Nigeria's external reserves have risen by $180 million to $8.1 billion. Data from the Central Bank of Nigeria shows the reserves rose from $37.92 billion on Thursday, April the 17th, to $38.1 billion last week. The reserves had been on the rise since April the 4th, when it rose by $230 million. The external reserves declined from $43.61 billion in December last year to $37.83 billion by the end of March this year. Now, banks across the country have been urged to improve on their customer relations in order to boost profitability. This is coming from Mr. Henry Egbiki, the Regional Managing Partner, West Africa at Ernst & Young. According to Mr. Egbiki, activities in the banking sector have been on the increase in the past few years. United Bank for Africa, UBA, is redesigning its business focus in the continent. And beginning from May the 1st, UBA's banking business will be split into the Africa Division and Nigeria Division under two deputy managing directors. This new business model was made known by the Group Managing Director of the bank, Philip Odoza, at a brief meeting with journalists in Lagos.
Since 2005, UBA has been extending its investments into some African countries. This diversification, now believed to be ripe enough, has been categorized as a directorate. The MD of the bank, Mr. Philip Udwoza, explains at this briefing that the aim of the new design is to harness more opportunities.
Having gotten to this level, we now believe that the time has come for the full benefits of the investments in Africa. When you look at the mineral resources, the reserves that we have, Africa is very, very strong. And we feel that we should benefit from both sides. From Nigeria, the largest economy in Africa, and from the various African countries that are growing rapidly with diversified economic drivers and so on. Therefore, we decided that we will have two deputy managing directors, each of them running one part of the business. So what you will see effective from May 1st is a situation where UBA will be benefiting from two different markets.
Stressing on the description of these divisions, Mr. Udwoza said that the two directorates remain under the umbrella of UBA PLC.
You don't have any entity called UBA Africa or an entity called UBA Nigeria. They are both under UBA PLC, and these are directorates.
UBA currently has presence in 18 African countries. In 2013, the Africa entity contributed over 20% profits to the bank's earnings. With the new autonomy, the bank expects to increase investors' wallet share. Temple Ashaju, Channels Television News.
Finally, on Business News tonight, the Nigerian Stock Exchange closed in the red on the first trading day of the week as investors react to unimpressive quarterly results posted by some companies. BC Coca tells us more.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. Profit taking at the Nigerian equities market affected key indicators on the first trading day of the week as more companies post mixed first quarter results. The all-share index pulled down by some market heavyweights, including Dangote Cement, lost 0.77% to end the session at 38,598.33 with a lower market capitalization of 12.7 trillion naira. Market breadth was negative as 19 stocks appreciated while 34 declined. Unimpressed by Guinness Nigeria PLC's first quarter financial results, investors shaved 9 naira 49 kobo off the equity. Separate Petroleum Development Company, Julius Berger and Presco also got the cold shoulder. The top three price appreciators, Lafarge Wapco Cement, Flour Mills of Nigeria and Stanbic IBTC Holdings had gains less than 1 naira each. ICO Insurance was the most actively traded equity, churning out 31.33 million units. At the end of the day's trade, volume came in at 146.98 million units, exchanged in over 4,000 deals for a 1.22 billion naira value. And that's a wrap on the stock market reports. I am BC Goka.
Thanks a lot, BC. And it's a wrap on Business News tonight. The news at 10 continues in a moment.